God is compassion. Dear friends, in the Gospel of Luke, chapter 17, verses 11 to 19, we are told that as Jesus enters a village, he meets 10 lepers. As soon as they see Jesus, a ray of hope flickers in their hearts. They break all rules of protocol and social demands and cry out, "Jesus, Master, have mercy on us." The lepers were considered as untouchables and outcasts in the society in which Jesus lived. Whenever anyone approached them, they had to shout, "Unclean, unclean." Anyone who touched them became ritually unclean too. Jesus' attitude was different. Jesus enters into a relationship with them and converses with them, ignoring the social taboos. He is moved to genuine compassion and feels one with them. He tells them, "Go and show yourself to the priests." But why did Jesus tell them to go to the priests in that state? They were not healed yet. Only those who were healed of leprosy were allowed to go to the priests for certification to enter the community. The reason is that in his heart wish, Jesus sees them as already healed. Jesus saw their reality beyond the coloring of their skins and wounds. Jesus is able to see reality beyond the human sense of sight. The blind, the leper, the poor, the sinner, etc., were seen in their totality, in their reality by Jesus. Hence, he could befriend them. This moved Jesus to compassion, which is so very evident in the dealings of Jesus. As the 10 lepers left Jesus and went to meet the priests, they were healed on the way. They act on the words of Jesus in faith. Jesus tells the Samaritan who was healed and who returned, "Your faith has healed you." Faith is the power present in each person to realize the vision that God has for each one of us. That power is also a gift of God. And what is the vision which God has for each one of us? How does God see each one of us? He has made us in his own image and likeness. Jesus was able to see the divine present in the so-called lepers. Every encounter with Jesus helps us to realize the divine spark within us. As Jesus was moved to compassion, the divine in us helps us to be compassionate with others. Francis of Assisi, born in a rich family, was very fastidious and proud. He abhorred the sight of the poor. But as the grace of God began to work in him, he fell in love with the poor. He visited the house of the lepers and assisted them. Once he was traveling on a horse, he found a leper on the roadside. He got down from the horse and embraced him and assisted him. And then he got back on the horse and resumed his journey. After some time, he felt an inner call to return to the leper whom he had met. On reaching the spot, he found that the leper was no more there. Francis then realized that the leper was none other than Jesus Christ. At his deathbed, Francis had these words to say, "The Lord granted me, Brother Francis, to begin to do penance in this way. While I was in sin, it seemed very bitter to me to see a leper, and the Lord himself led me among them, and I had mercy upon them. And when I left them, that which seemed bitter to me was changed into sweetness of soul and body. May the Lord help us to experience the sweetness of compassion and love. May God bless you.